Alright, what's going on, you guys? Indead here again. I wanted to do this new video. I haven't done a checking-in video in a good while, and so I actually wanted to do one. Let everyone know what was actually going on with my life currently. I just hit my 9-month anniversary with my new girlfriend, so that's how that's been. That's the whole girlfriend situation. That's going very well, thankfully. So that's what that's been up. So every weekend I'm busy doing stuff with her. During the week, I'm still working. I'm now going back to school, and instead before I was just doing sort of general study crap, and then I went and started doing more of just the I started going for this computer science degree now, which at the time I didn't appreciate and I wasn't paying attention to very well, and in the end I just kind of got lost. The problem with that degree is it takes I would have to take 6 semesters of math and go all the way through Calculus 2 and a bunch of additional math that I never would probably understand ever. Basically, I ended up changing out of that and I did not want to do that anymore. So at this point my mom said, okay, well, I'm done paying for your college. You need to pay for it. If you're going to do it, you need to pay for it, because I'm done paying for it, because you're not taking it very seriously and that's bad. So I said, okay, well, if I'm going to pay for my own college, I'm going to do something that I want. I've always dreamt of doing game design. Now, of course, everybody says, I want to do game design, make my own video games, I want to play video games for a living. Everybody says that. I'm aware of that. I'm not stupid. But the catch is that it's a very hard career path, and there really is no right way to learn it other than just kind of doing it. It's a very, very tricky thing altogether. But, however, the actual classes that I'm taking at Austin Community College here in Austin, Texas are really, really enjoyable. And I really, really love them. I really love these classes. My first semester I had a game design course, and you sort of just do a bunch of, it's all design, it's all thoughts, it's not actually using software by really any means other than, you do mostly writing in that class, honestly. In tandem with that, I took a digital music course, and that was a MIDI course. The MIDI course was really cool, up to teach me more about music theory. The professor said this is not a music theory class, but it helps if you know some music theory, so the actual explanation and understanding of how music is, what all it does, and, I'm interested enough in that. I love a lot of music, listen to a lot of electronic music, a lot of hip-hop, a lot of different stuff like that, so a lot of electronic, computer-based music, sequenced music, is the exact kind of thing that I'd be interested in learning, and so this was a class literally about that. Had the most fun homework ever. Literally go home, slave over a song for 2.5 hours, 3 hours, trying to make the song as perfect as you can to what you'd like to do with it and with your limited knowledge, and then turn that in and hear the praise from the professor was really, really cool. So that's how all that had been. And over the summer, I took another game design course and actually wrote up my first game design document. Basically created my own game design, and that was really fun. That was really a labor of love, and it's really your first look into what it's like as I started approaching the due date to have my final document typed up and handed in, which was a 27-page paper or something like that, with diagrams and pictures. It wasn't just brick text the whole way. Those last final days were sort of that crunch mode, and you sort of feel what it's like to be a designer or to be a developer or something, and be creating something and literally enter in your crunch mode. It was very, very crazy to sort of experience the things that I had heard for so long. So that was a really cool thing. So yeah, that was a really, really cool, really, really difficult time. That last week I literally stressed about it so much that I literally made myself sick. I was sick for 2 weeks after that, because I was just so stressed and I was not getting enough sleep, and there was a big temperature change, and so I just got real sick for 2 weeks after that. But now I have this, big paper document. I think I might have it around here, actually. I'll just flash it real quick. This is in black and white, but I'll cover up my grade, but that's my initial thing. Indead exports, and the game I came up with was a game called Thrift. You may have seen it in a previous video in a wallpaper background on my computer or something like that. But that was my baby, and I worked on it, and it was really fun. Coming up with all the conceptual ideas, but none of that was actual computer coding, no actual software. All I did was really, I used Microsoft Word, I used Paint, and to just create a couple real rough sketch character designs, and some Visio software for like creating flowcharts, which was mandatory for the course. So it's mostly just like coming up with ideas and concepts for a game you're building, and then in the end using software and learning how to use software to directly convey your thoughts in a structured, cohesive fashion to ultimately a development team that would be working under you. So it was kind of cool. Really neat setup. Now this semester, I signed up late, shame on me. The only class I was able to take is a computer science programming course. This is the fundamentals of programming, which is very, very basic, like assume you have no prior knowledge of any coding whatsoever. Now I'd taken this class in the past and I wasn't paying attention because I was stupid, and ended up failing out of it or dropping it or whatever. And so this time I was like, okay, I have understanding about how computer code works and crap like that. I'm gonna do this, and this semester I'm absolutely loving this. It's super fun, really fun, and I would really like to learn more coding stuff. We're just using C++. It's really fun, really enjoyable. I'm hoping that through learning these things, maybe I can start working with additional softwares. Maybe figure out how to do something like Unity, or figure out how to do something like Unity, Game Maker, which is available through Steam. I've dabbled a little bit in Game Maker, just trying to actually use it, period. But Game Maker doubles. It has this script design where you can use a bunch of preset tools to command the game to operate a certain way. But in tandem to that, it also provides full C++. So once I could possibly learn some of that more in depth, I could maybe try and make some really basic shoot 'em up, or some really basic platformer, or some really basic, luck, chance-based, mouse click kind of game, or anything like that. Just something. I've learned it's all about just thinking up ideas and analyzing gameplay styles, analyzing what actually makes good gameplay, and then literally just tinkering and building and trying to construct actual games that would be fun to play. Don't think up, oh, I'm gonna make this crazy, massive, ridiculous, insane MMO, and it's gonna have all these different things. And I was like, no, I chose a platformer. So you really have to do something and think up something that you, in your current experience, are capable of. So I'm hoping to do more computer software stuff, sort of just as to better myself, get more exposure with Microsoft Office stuff, get more exposure with stuff like Unity, get more exposure with stuff like Game Maker, programming. Next semester I have a bunch of 3D rendering model courses available. I've got a 3D rendering and modeling course. I've got some more art courses, another follow-up game design course. So I'm really looking forward to next semester. I'm not looking forward to paying for the tuition, but I'm looking forward to next semester. And admittedly, Austin Community College has some of the cheapest tuition around, so that's pretty cool. But the point was that I never really was enjoying college to any degree. But now that I'm doing something that I actually care about, it actually is really cool and really enjoyable, and I do like it. So I'm glad for all of that. Hopefully you guys can be glad for me. By the way, if anyone would actually really like to see my design document where I created everything I made up for my game, let me know, and I'll think about showing you guys. I'm not exactly sure how I feel about showing it to people. I've shown people, and people seem to be interested when I show them, but I don't know how I ultimately would feel to put it out to the world on the internet as of this point. Your ideas aren't worth much, but I like my ideas. I think they're kind of cool, so maybe just for you guys, who knows. But, so yeah, there's that. School, work, still working at the same place, still making it consistent, 35 to 40 hours a week, which is fine with me. Money to pay the bills. Games. The world is all about games for me. So, make money so that I can continue my game passion. So, gotta continue my game passion, gotta have money. do more interesting things. So I just really feel like my next step that I need to go through is just a lot of learning. A lot of experience, and I think that's really the only thing I can do at this point. Use a bunch of software, learn programming stuff, learn more Office applications, try dabbling more with the music stuff, and getting some of my music stuff inputted here into YouTube. YouTube's really my best chance of any sort of exposure. I have minimal exposure already, and it'd be my best chance to try and promote myself. Hey, this is my entire back catalog of everything I've ever done. You know, you just click on my video page and here's me at my lowest, here's me at my highest. You can see what my history has been. So I'm hoping that YouTube can be some gateway for me, some door opener in the future for me. I'm having a lot of fun with it lately, and this whole 30 videos thing has been really, really interesting. I'm enjoying things, enjoying life, if that's the way you'd like to put it. So work, school, girlfriend, games. Really just trying to build up myself these days. YouTube is my favorite thing to do. It's not directly play games or, you know, go out with a girlfriend and have a great time together. YouTube is the thing that I would rather be doing. If I'm at work, whatever, I mean, I would rather be doing the YouTube stuff that I love. I'd rather be doing other things that I love. Job is just me with my coworkers that I'd love to be around and making the money to be sustainable. Games, YouTube, the relationship, those are the things that really I'm in love with in life, and so I just want to make sure that I'm doing more of the things that I love, and I'll be spending. I've really been thinking about what is important to me, what matters to me, and those are the things that matter to me more, and I realize that, so I need to try and figure out how to get to a real stable, awesome level, and just really find a way to take my life somewhere more and more positive from here on. So again, this is a diversion. This is a bit of a diversion from the normal stuff that my videos are all about, but checking-in videos were always some of my favorites just because I got to talk to the camera and then play it back and hear my thoughts and see my facial reactions. So they were always a good little zen session for me, so whatever. Who knows if this even makes it into the video itself. So anyway though, guys, I'll quit rambling. I'll let y'all go. Take it easy, guys. Check y'all later. Peace.